Have you ever wondered how data is manipulated using SQL? Welcome to the fascinating world of structured query language, more commonly known as SQL. This powerful language is the backbone of many systems that deal with data. Why? Because SQL is designed specifically for managing data held in a relational database management system. Now let's talk about the basics of data manipulation. In the realm of data, there are four primary operations, often referred to as CRUD operations. These include create, which is making new data, read, that's retrieving data, update, modifying existing data, and delete, removing data. SQL plays a crucial role in these operations, providing us with the tools to create, read, update, and delete data efficiently and effectively. Understanding how to use SQL for these operations is a fundamental skill for anyone working with data. Now that you know what SQL is and its role in data manipulation, let's delve deeper into how it works. SQL isn't as complex as it may seem. It's all about knowing the right commands. Let's dive into the essential SQL syntax and commands that are the building blocks for data manipulation. Think of these commands as tools in your toolbox, ready to help you shape and mold your data. Firstly, the select command. This is your viewing lens, allowing you to choose specific data from your database for inspection. It's like picking up a book and selecting a chapter to read. Next, the from command. This specifies the table from which you want to retrieve data. Imagine it as pointing at the bookshelf and selecting the book you want to read. Then comes the where command. This command filters the data based on certain conditions. It's like choosing a book based on the author's name or the genre. Now let's look at the insert into command. This allows you to add new data into your database. Picture it as adding a new book to your bookshelf. The update command lets you modify existing data. It's like correcting a typo or updating the cover of a book on your shelf. Lastly, the delete command. As the name suggests, it removes data from your database. It's akin to removing a book from your shelf. With these commands, you can perform a variety of operations on your data, but how do you actually apply them? This brings us to the next point. Knowing commands is one thing, applying them is another. Let's dive right into the practical application of SQL commands. Imagine you're at a bustling farmer's market. Each vendor's stall is like a table in a database. The fruits and vegetables they sell? Those are your data. Now let's say you want to know how many apples are available across all stalls. This is where the select command comes in. You'd use it like this: select count apples from stalls. This command would tally up all the apples from each vendor, giving you the total number. But what if you only want to know about apples from stalls that also sell oranges? This is where the where clause comes in handy. It would look something like this: select count apples from stalls where oranges are not null. This command narrows down your query to only include stalls that sell both apples and oranges. Next, let's say we want to group this information by the type of stall. For this, we'd use the group by command. It might look like this: select type count apples from stalls where oranges are not null, group by type. This command would provide a breakdown of apple counts by stall type. However, maybe you're only interested in stalls that have more than 20 apples. This is where having comes into play. The command would be select type count apples from stalls where oranges are not null, group by type, having count apples 20. This will show you only those types of stalls that have more than 20 apples. Finally, let's say you want this information in a specific order, maybe from the highest to lowest number of apples. This is where order by comes in. Select type count apples from stalls where oranges are not null, group by type, having count apples 20, order by count apples des. This command arranges the data in descending order based on the number of apples. With these commands, you've effectively queried, filtered, grouped, and ordered your data, just like you would at a farmer's market. Now you have a basic understanding of how to use SQL for data manipulation. But remember, practice makes perfect. So what have we learned today? We've unpacked the fundamentals of SQL and how it's a game changer in data manipulation. We've delved into SQL syntax and commands, discovering how they form the backbone of data management. We've also seen their practical application, turning raw data into meaningful insights. We've only scratched the surface, but already, the power of SQL is evident. And that's a wrap. With consistent practice, you'll become proficient at manipulating data using SQL in no time.